you a secret. Come here. Some hosts have never even heard of the Airbnb bust, and they're still almost 100% occupied. Let's talk about it. Bing bong. Nice flippin' choice. What's up, you hosting hustlers and hustlettes? It's Garrett Brown from the Nice Flippin' Choice channel, back again with another short-term rental marketing video for your viewing pleasures. Now, these are some techniques that a lot of hosts are using to kill the game, but I bet that you might not be. So now it's time to roll the dice. That's not really a good thing. Now, there are tons of different marketing techniques that you can use to drive eyeballs and traffic to your site and listings. And we could take a few pages from big businesses to figure out how. Coca-Cola, McDonald's, all of these things are super recognizable brands. I guarantee between 7 to 10% of their revenue is used on marketing. When you are going B2C, which is business to consumer marketing, most small businesses run between the 5 to 8%, and most marketing agencies will tell you you need to be in that 7 to 10%. This is of your gross revenue that you should be spending on marketing. If you need to bake this into your cost and your price per night, because the more eyeballs you get, the more chances you have of even being viewed. If you're just putting it out there and dropping your prices, it might work more in your favor if you actually raise your prices slightly and also up your marketing at the same time. Now, I have 2 tips that can automatically change the amount of stays that you're getting. And if you stay tuned all the way to the end, I have one quick ultimate tip that can raise your occupancy almost overnight. The first tip is the follow-up method. I've been a realtor for over 6 years, and there's one thing that I've learned with all these super long salesy conventions, seminars, classes, everything else they make us take, is that the follow-up is so key in sales. Every sale rises up by 80% chance if you follow up more than 5 times, according to Brevet. I think that's how I said it right. I'll put it on the page. The Brevet research that was done. I noticed this very quickly when I was calling for sale by owners and expireds and all these things like that. First couple calls, no shot. When I really started to make that change and get some listings and build up some rapport with some of these different people trying to sell their place, it was usually by the 4th or 5th call that I actually did it, maybe a few months. I followed up with one place for 2 years and I finally got the listing. So with that being said, you need to have multiple ways that guests can contact you, and you need to get all of the contact information that you can from them. I'm gonna give you 2 examples, one where somebody may potentially stay at your place and the other where somebody has already stayed at your place. If someone may want to potentially stay at your place, you need to make them feel like they want to give you their information. I touched on this recently in a video that I already dropped that I will put in the description, and we'll go into some more techniques about how you can actually make them feel like they need to give you their info with the reciprocity effect. You can do a small discount code if they give you their email or on your social media. You can do a night giveaway that if people repost you and tag certain people, you'll give away a night to somebody in the comments, or however you want to set that up. You can run polls on your social media, maybe in your story or other places like that, and anybody that clicks yes on would you stay here, follow up with them and ask them, hey, when would you like to come? What are some things that I could look out for you? Start that dialogue with people. You can have a newsletter on your site that people sign up for, all different types of things. Now, once you start getting some of this information, you need a CRM, a customer relationship manager. This is a certain type of software that you can start loading up emails, phone numbers, all these things like that, and they'll help you set up follow-up email plans, most likely, that you can stay in touch with these people over and over until they either say yes or no. Get off my email list. I was like, deep, dark Kermit voice. Oh, that was like Fozzie the Bear. All right.
It's too late. What time is it? It's not even 11 yet. Jeez.
Be an expert in things to do in your area, different things you may be having coming up in the area, events. Don't be afraid to, send this information out once you do collect some type of email or something from them. My advice is when they initially come into the CRM, you should follow up maybe 2 to 3 times in that first week, 1 to 2 times in that second week, then maybe 1 time a week after that, and then maybe twice monthly from there until, like I said, you hear yes or leave me the hell alone. And if they do say, please stop contacting me, don't take it personal. It's not personal, it's business, baby. Now, if somebody has stayed with you, there's a few other techniques you can use. There's a product called StayFi that you can attach to your internet that, it's a simple little device. I think it's like $8 or $9 a month or something along those lines. This is basically what hotels use. When you log in at a hotel and they want your email and your full name to get access to the Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi, this is the same thing. You'll be able to collect all those emails from everybody that stays at your property. Not only the person that booked the place, but anybody that logs onto the Wi-Fi, you'll get their contact information. Now you can start putting this into your CRM, give them discount codes, ask them for reviews, ask them how their stay was, and then maybe even transfer them onto your social media using QR codes without your place to get them to follow you, different things like that, and really push your brand of social media all across. Now the real secret sauce is if you can end up getting their birthday, anniversary, holiday reminders, anything like that, and you're able to put that information into your CRM and, send out this information before these holidays and, events come up to say, hey, I know you have a birthday coming up. Hey, I know you have an anniversary coming up. We'd love to have you back. Here's a small discount code, anything like that. That type of attention and detail will really catch their eye and they'll feel like they're a part of something bigger than just, a simple Airbnb short-term rental experience. So don't underestimate the power of a CRM. Even if you only have one good thing and it's relatively small, that's what she said. You won't be mad at yourself for starting early. That way, when you do scale, it's super easy to be used to it already. Now, my second tip is what I call the family method. This is something that touches on making people feel like they're a part of something and being a part of a bigger cause. You do a lot of this through branding and guest communication early on, and your brand needs to be clear-cut, deliver on your vision, and really show what you're trying to represent to people and your mission. If you have a website, social media, all these things like that, don't be afraid to tell your story, why you started the site, what you want people to get out of the site, what are some things to do, all these little things that may make people have more history about the thing. It's going to latch onto them because they want to feel like they're a part of something growing as well. That's just how we naturally are as human beings. You also need a good tagline and use this throughout different statements on your website and throughout the place if you can. Ours is a slice of paradise and we have it throughout our website, different small pieces on the property, and we also lean into our themes. We have a NASA theme on one of our domes and a couple other dome themes, and we really lean into them with some of the puns and other things that we were trying to bring out with our mission. There's a million things people can do with their time nowadays, and visiting your site is a pretty big dedication. You want to figure out some way to get at their emotions, tug at their heartstrings a little bit, and show them what the greater causes they would be supporting just besides a simple stay. If you're on a mission to help donate trees, mention that. If you're on a mission to help with climate change, mention that. But also do it. Don't lie about it. You can support any of these different type of foundations that make you seem a little more credible and also helps bring up your mission statement that may help you grow even more when you're starting it. You can sponsor some hiking walks, some bike rides, anything outdoors, some type of lake activity. Just depending where you're at, don't be afraid to reach out and figure out how you can be involved and have your name in some of these different areas. I have a music marketing background, and this is what we call bringing the listener into your family. We preach telling your story, showing your trials and tribulations, not lying, but also not being afraid to put the message out there. Closed mouths don't get fed, so if you stay quiet about what you're wanting to do, you're going to stay hungry. Now, my final ultimate marketing hack that you're lucky to hear if you stuck around this long, and I do appreciate it, is figure out where some TikTok, travel, or YouTube influencers are at, even if they're on the come up slowly, how you can get them to your place, hopefully for free, and you just give them a night's stay. If you have to pay, you can weigh out the options, but if you catch some of them early, your place might be one of the reasons they go viral, and it might make your place go viral. Let them try to figure out the work of influencing and marketing for you, and just maybe figure out if it's worth the cost or the opportunity cost to give them a night for free. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Marketing is nothing but trial and error, and you don't know till you try. It's just some ideas to start thinking about. I'm gonna go heat up some pizza rolls and start getting another video ready. Till next time, peace. Mom, pizza rolls!